This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, a Winthrop woman will spend 2 years in jail for a wrong-way crash on the interstate that seriously injured another person. State police say 45-year-old Sarah Lincoln entered the interstate the wrong way in June of 2023. They say she passed several do not enter signs before getting into a head-on crash with a vehicle driven by 18-year-old Julia Cronstrand of Litchfield. Cronstrand had just graduated from high school, and in court, she said she was left fighting for her life.
This past year and a half has been the most difficult time I have ever had to endure. I spent several weeks doing rehabilitation in the hospital, learning to gain back my independence. I felt like a toddler who couldn't do anything by themselves. It was degrading being 18 years old and needing my mom to bathe or to wipe me because I couldn't move without wincing or crying out. I was supposed to be having the summer of my life before going to college, and instead I was relearning how to stand, walk, adjust to my brand new titanium rods, plates, and screws.
Lincoln pleaded guilty to aggravated assault and OUI. The judge said her blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit at the time of the crash. Lincoln expressed sorrow for her actions. The judge sentenced her to 7 years with all but 2 years suspended and 3 years of probation. Her license will be suspended for 6 years. Well, Holden police want everyone to be on the lookout for this man, Thor Ellis. An active warrant has been issued for violation of conditions of release and tampering with a victim from a domestic violence incident earlier today. Ellis is currently on probation for a manslaughter charge from a 2014 fatal accident where he was the driver, along with tampering with a victim. Police say don't approach Ellis as he is considered dangerous and potentially armed. We will bring you any more information as it becomes available. A dangerous scam led to an arrest by the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office on Thursday, and Sheriff Troy Morton wants the public to know that these scammers are out there. It all started when the scammers made multiple calls to an elderly person in Herman, claiming her financial accounts were compromised and she needed to withdraw the funds. After receiving repeated calls, she felt compelled to hand over a large sum of money. The scammers actually sent someone to the home in Herman to collect the cash. This went on for 10 days as they kept calling and she kept giving them money. The Penobscot County Sheriff's Office says Thursday the scammers called to say they were coming to pick up a package, and when they arrived, the Sheriff's Office was waiting. A single individual was arrested. They had traveled from Boston in a rented car. The Sheriff's Office would like you to know you should never give your information to anyone over the phone. And people may call pretending to be someone else that you might typically trust, like a bank, government agency, or a family member. If you ever receive a suspicious phone call, the Sheriff's Office says you should reach out to local authorities. Well, switching gears now, excitement is certainly in the air as the Maine High School basketball tournament kicks off tonight. Our Tyler Cruz joins us now live. Tyler, I know this is definitely your favorite time of year.
Yeah, this is our Super Bowl, and not just like a business-wide. I love coming here to the Cross Center, the Augusta Civic Center. These 3-4 neutral sites, Bangor, Augusta, and Portland, are always packed with a bunch of people just really having a bunch of pride for where they're from, cheering on their schools. We've had 2 games complete. We'll have updates from those later on in the 6th. Right now, Erskine and Herman are competing, and every year, yeah, this is the event that I have circled on the high school sports calendar every year. My favorite thing to come to, and I will be basically camping out here at the Cross Center for the next about week and a half. So we will have more in sports at 6, more at 6:30, and more tonight at 10 and 11. For now, Beth, we'll send it back to you.
Tyler, thank you so much. Can't wait to see your comments in just a little bit. Well, possibly complicating weekend travel, another storm is heading to Maine this weekend. Maine Emergency Management Agency Director Pete Rogers says preparation will be key. He says plan for power outages and have emergency supplies gathered at home. Rogers suggests charging mobile devices and have backup power sources ready to go. According to Rogers, there are some things you can do to avoid injuries when clearing snow. Push snow instead of lifting it if you can. Of course, avoid power lines when clearing it from rooftops. Avoid shoveling immediately after eating or while smoking. Pace yourself, as shoveling does raise your heart rate and blood pressure. And if you feel any tightness in your chest, stop immediately. If a snowblower jams, turn it off and keep your hands away from moving parts. Never refuel a snowblower while it is running. Some important reminders there. Well, the main wing of the Civil Air Patrol and the South Portland, Maine United States Coast Guard Station are joining forces to help study ice formations on two of the state's rivers. According to the Civil Air Patrol, the two organizations will be conducting aerial surveys and patrols of the Penobscot and Kennebec rivers. Their goal is to identify areas of ice buildups and provide information to the public to help prevent potential accidents as the winter season progresses on. Well, speaking of the winter season progressing on, it most certainly is. So let's get a first check of our forecast and see what to expect this evening.
Thank you so much, Beth. Our first weather today is brought to you by Residential Roofing. For over 30 years, residential roofers specialized in metal and shingle roof replacements and repairs. Now they're more than just a roofing company. They're fully equipped to handle all your home building needs from the group up. All right, my friends, temperature-wise, though, not too bad out there. Well below average. Our average right around 31. We were at 23, 26 in the Bar Harbor area. Rockland, you're at 26 as well up north. Greenville, once again, you were that cooler spot right around 18 degrees. Finally, that snow moved out of our area. Now we're looking at another round of snow moving on in by Sunday. Of course, winter storm watches have been issued till right around 4 a.m. on Monday. Also, a wind advisory till around 7 p.m. later on today. Overnight planner does show more of a clear sky. We will see a few clouds out there. Other than that, not looking too bad. Temperature-wise, though, we will be hovering back in those single digits. Beth?
Alrighty, Conrad, thank you. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, our Alex Schley talk with locals and business owners about the impending impacts of tariffs on local brewing companies. And our Doug Banks was in Brooksfield to cover a prevailing issue that's plaguing the town. We'll have those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Does your dream kitchen look like this? Or this? Or maybe you need a little more inspiration. Get it when you explore the complete in-store showroom displays at Hammond Lumber Company. When you find the look you like, the Hammond team will help you customize it, including accurate 3D renderings, so you can visualize your project before the work begins. Hammond offers delivery from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire and professional service after the sale. Your dream kitchen begins when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. I was contacted by a woman who asked me to help one of her friends who had been hurt by a drunk driver. We got him a $250,000 settlement. If you've been hurt by a drunk driver, call me. I'm your go-to guy.
For Maine small businesses, there's a new, really big benefit. Paid family and medical leave helps you get a leg up in hiring because your benefits package just got a whole lot better. What do you need to do? Register today in the Paid Leave Employer Portal. Get ready to submit wage reports and contributions in April 2025. Paid family and medical leave. Employers visit maine.gov/paid-leave today.
Pregnant again at 19. I was in an abusive relationship and felt that I couldn't raise 2 children alone. So I took the first abortion pill and immediately knew that I had made the worst decision. I frantically searched for answers and found abortionpillreversal.com. I was referred to a doctor who began treatments that reversed my abortion. There's help for you too. It is not too late to save your baby.
With winter here, you'll want to feel safe on the road. So take action by heading to your Toyota all-wheel drive headquarters for our Washington's Birthday Sales Event. You can get $4.99 for $60 on an all-wheel drive RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back in. A new decision from the Trump administration this week could have a big impact on Maine's craft beer industry. Our Alex Schley tells us when and how breweries and beer lovers could feel the effects.
On Monday, President Donald Trump announced a stricter tariff on aluminum and steel, expanding a policy he first enacted in 2018. This change will affect the price breweries pay for the 16-ounce aluminum cans that have become a staple in the industry. According to information on the White House website, the tariff will increase the tax on aluminum from 10 to 25% and remove exemptions from certain countries, including Canada, which is the U.S.'s largest supplier of aluminum. Dave Maxon with Damon's Liquor in Bangor says breweries have not always relied on cans, but they have become more popular in recent years.
Especially over the last 10 years, maybe we've seen the big switch in packaging from glass to aluminum. First and foremost because of cost. Also loss of product. You don't lose much with the aluminum because the beer will skunk with light, so aluminum lets in no light.
If tariffs make aluminum too expensive, Maxon says he wouldn't be surprised if some breweries switch back to glass bottles.
If the cost requires it, I could see or producers going to bottles if it's better.
Co-owner of Gagan Brothers Brewing Company, Andrew Gagan, says his business started with glass bottles but quickly switched to cans. Even with a potential price increase, he says they have no plans to go back. For beer lovers, however, a higher price tag could impact buying habits.
It might steer me toward, different beers than I would normally buy. I guess it would kind of depend on the moment and what I'm looking for specifically, but it would definitely be something I would take into consideration for sure.
Well, it's still unclear how much the tariff will impact the craft beer industry. It's set to take effect on March 12th. In Bangor, I'm Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, many Mainers are already filing their taxes, and the Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife asks you to consider donating to the Chickadee Checkoff when you do your state taxes. They say volunteer contributions to the fund help with many of the department's ongoing projects with non-game, endangered, and threatened species, including intensive management of piping plovers on Maine's southern beaches that resulted in 98 nesting pairs and 197 fledgling plovers in 2020. They say Maine's bald eagle population has also grown from 29 pairs in 1972 to more than 631 pairs today. Certainly good news there. Well, fishermen in Brooksville rely on the town's only public landing to bring in their catch. But there's a slight problem, and they can only access it during high tide. Our Doug Banks spoke with those who are looking to change that.
Over 24 fishermen throughout the year rely on Betsy's Cove Landing to bring in their catch.
There's a lot of families that have been here for generations and generations.
But under the ocean waters of Betsy's Cove, a common complication to being a coastal Maine town has folks digging deep to find a solution. The cove is only accessible during high tide.
So at low tide, there's no water in this whole section here, out to just about the first mooring you see.
For years, they've had to work around the tide schedule, but a dredging project could turn the tide in the town's favor. According to Brooksville's Harbor Committee Chair Mark Shaughnessy and Harbor Master Deborah Bishop, they want to dredge 250 feet out from shore to allow 6 to 7 feet of water to be in the cove during low tides, as well as establish a wider pier.
Anybody, the fishermen, the sailors, everybody should be able to get their dinghies to their boats and back all the time.
It's a project that's been in the works since 2019. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers was called in to determine if the project was possible. After the project's lead retired, its new regime called for another study worth $600,000 and asked for the town to cover half of it. An offer, Shaughnessy says, they declined.
That was still just a study, and we felt that that was more than we could afford.
Through permitting and grants, they look to carry this project forward themselves while using the Army Corps' 2022 study as a useful resource. That study says $500,000 would be saved annually for commercial users as well as helping recreational users.
And also for emergency craft, there are a number of inhabited islands out here in Penobscot Bay, and we can't put a boat in the water to go save somebody.
In Brooksville, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, our thanks to Doug for that report. And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, a program in Maine is helping kids build healthy habits for life through learning and fun outdoor activities. And in sports, tourney time finally here, as we've alluded to. We'll have live updates from both the Cross Insurance Center and Augusta when we get back.
We've got an all-new game with a new way to play. It's Cash Pop from the main lottery. You just pick one number from 1 to 15. If your number's drawn, you win. Just like that, with cash prizes up to $2,500 and 5 drawings every day. You gotta make it pop with Cash Pop.
When a big storm hits and damages our electrical system, we have a planned approach to get the most customers restored at a time.
We begin by assessing the scope of the damage and helping first responders address emergency situations like down lines across roads.
Then, before you see us in your neighborhoods, power restoration begins at our substations. From there, power travels long distances over these transmission lines.
They're next on the repair list, followed by the lines in your neighborhood.
As we work to bring the most customers online at a time, we'll keep you updated throughout the process. Please remember to report your outage either online or by calling us at 973-2000.
Please stay safe while we work hard to get your power back on.
Save thousands on your new garage doors during the double rebate event at PDQ Door. Choose from several beautiful Clopay garage doors and get up to a $250 online rebate, and PDQ Door will instantly double it to save you $500. Buy 4 garage doors and get up to $1,000 in rebates, and PDQ Door will instantly double it to save you $2,000. Find a door you adore during our double rebate event for a limited time only.
Hey, Maine, think you're wicked smart? Well, put your knowledge to the test with me, Ken Jennings, on Jeopardy! Weeknights at 7:30 on ABC 7.
Welcome in to Fast Break Tournament Edition, brought to you by Dorsey Furniture and Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Tyler Cruz, live at the Cross Center. The time is officially here. It is Tourney 2025, the first day of the Maine High School basketball tournament, and basketball will really encapsulate all of our lives, at least my life, until next Saturday and the following Saturday after that. Before I get too in deep here at the Cross Center, we have 2 games complete already, one here and one down at the Augusta Civic Center, where our Jack Webb is standing by for a quick update. Jack?
Thanks, Tyler. It's an absolute pleasure to be here at the Augusta Civic Center. I've got the band off here, the cheerleaders right behind the camera. Everybody's fired up. The Hamden Academy Broncos, the 3 seed, just beat the 6 seed Brewer Witches by a score of 43-27. Something that really impressed me about Hamden in that first game, a lot of teams you'll see start slow. It's a new environment, a lot of depth behind the baskets. This Hamden team started on an 8-0 run, and now they'll face the winner of this game between the 2 seed Coney and the 7 seed Skowhegan. After this, we're just gonna keep it pushing here at the Augusta Civic Center, Tyler.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Jack. Great update there. We'll have all the highlights from the Class A girls quarterfinals from the ACC later tonight at 10. We have the Class B quarterfinals, girls and boys, kicking off today here at the Cross Center. Let's roll some of those highlights from Game 1. And we started with number 6, John Babs, taking on number 3, Old Town, the defending Northern Maine champs. And we'll pick it up in the first quarter. So much for slow starts, right? This was a hot start at the Cross Center, back and forth. Taylor Madden taking it down on the fast break. She scores with the left. Good first half from the junior. Claire Gattani now gives it up to Sophia Ward, gets it back. She buries a 3 from the corner. That put Babst up 9. They end the half up 3. Second half, Gattani drives kicks it to Anna Smith in the corner. She buries a 3. Coyotes hanging around, though. Taylor Loring pulls a deep 3, and that cuts the lead to 2. She had a few of those, but the Crusaders would hold on. In the fourth, the steal out ahead to Gattani. She had a huge night. Babst pulls off the upset. They go on to win 59-56. Here's what Gattani had to say after the game.
Well, we knew we were in it, and we were hitting our shots, which was perfect. So many people stepped up, so it was great. I mean, I've never made it to the tournament, so to get a first tournament win is also really special.
All right, big congratulations to the John Baptist Crusaders. They will move on and play the winner of this game behind me. This is another tight one. Herman has just taken the lead here in the second quarter. They lead the Erskine Academy Eagles 20-18. There are 16 seconds left on the clock until halftime. We'll have highlights from this one. After this, we have Orono taking on the Herman boys, our first game of the Class B boys quarterfinal, before number 7 Old Town takes on number 2 Ellsworth. Those two teams split the regular season. Rubber match tonight when it all matters the most. Like we said, we'll have all the highlights later tonight on Fast Break at 10 o'clock. But that's all we have for now. We'll kick it to Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you very much, Tyler. Wow, lots of weather incoming our way. All of this snow right there in the Midwest and upper Midwest, all of that will continue to track right across Michigan, up into upstate New York, and of course, we are right in the middle. Well, we're going to pretty much be that bullseye for this next storm rolling on in. Even bigger snowfall accumulation, especially north of town. Overall, though, not too bad out there. Yes, we did see that snow yesterday, but all of that has cleared up. Just a few passing clouds out there. Mainly clear overnight. For tomorrow, not bad as well. Lots of sunshine all over the region. Then things start to go downhill late overnight, mainly into those morning hours on Sunday, as you can see right around that morning rush, 6, 7, 8, 9 a.m. That's when the snow will start to roll in, and then picking up in intensity. Wherever you see those darker shaded blue colors indicating some moderate to even heavy snowfall at times, that will continue into those afternoon to evening hours on Sunday. But what is this? This is a wintry mix rolling on in. It will continue to rise all across the state as temperatures continue to warm up. We're actually going to see some warming temperatures into those evening to overnight hours on Sunday, but more of a snow event. Now, snowfall-wise, it's still very early, but we will have some snowfall totals coming up very soon. As of right now, most of these models are really concentrated up north. See all of this? This is 1 to 1.5 feet of snow out there. Dover, Foxcroft, Greenville, Millinocket area, get ready. It does look like a foot plus in your area. So things are definitely going to look a little bit more like a winter wonderland, even more than what's going on out there right now, even though we do have well over a foot of snow on the ground. We do see some winter storm watches that are in effect, definitely going to get upgraded to some warnings, mainly north of town. Wind advisories also in effect as well. Small craft advisories in place by the coast. Temperature-wise, though, we should be right around 31 degrees this time of year. We're not going to get anywhere near that. 23 for tomorrow, Michael Jordan, right? 17 degrees for Sunday. Bit warmer for Monday, 23, and then right back down to 16 as a high temperature for Tuesday. Pretty much an up and down roller coaster ride. Back in those mid-20s out there Wednesday into Thursday. So better weather, warmer temperatures, of course, as well, will be back in the forecast. We're talking widespread gusty winds from north to central to south. Right in by the coast, we're looking at gusty winds. Machias, 19 miles per hour. Rockland, 30-mile-per-hour winds right now, sustained. Of course, those wind gusts are closer to 40-plus miles an hour. For tonight, though, still seeing the windy conditions, a little bit lighter winds, but overall, though, still seeing some gusts out there. Mostly clear skies, temperatures right around 4 below zero, so it's going to feel more like 15 to 20 below zero all over the state. For tomorrow, though, 23 degrees as a high. Lots of sunshine out there, a little bit more of a breeze, but much lighter winds compared to what we had out there today and right now even. Our extended forecast outlook does show that heavy snow out there for Sunday, mixing with some wintry precipitation Sunday night as temperatures continue to rise. Morning chances of some lingering snow showers on Monday, and then we're in the clear by Tuesday.
Alrighty, Conrad, thank you so much. Folks, there is still more to come. Stay with us.
The best bulls in the world have come to town. For bull riders, 8 seconds can make them a champion or nothing. It's bull time. Banger! Get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam.
Ugh, and I'm already late.
Get this low mileage lease on this 2025 Cadillac XT5 for around $499 per month. Visit Court Cadillac in Bangor.
The best bulls in the world have come to town. For bull riders, 8 seconds can make them a champion or nothing. It's bull time. Banger! Get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.
Well, you might have sticker shock when buying chocolates for your Valentine this year, and consumer experts are spilling the beans on the main cause. Chocolate industry leaders say the price of cocoa beans is through the roof. One fair trade group says prices for cocoa beans haven't been this high in 50 years. A Chocolate Federation leader says cocoa beans were $2,000 a ton back in 2022. Then they topped out at $12,000 a ton during the Christmas season. Prices are now settling around $10,000 a ton. Climate change is also being blamed for poor cocoa bean production in West Africa. Well, Winter Kids is a program that seeks to increase outdoor physical activity for kids and families, and this year's theme was, of course, weather. More than 10,000 students and teachers across Maine took part in the competition that encouraged kids to become young scientists by observing and recording temperature, precipitation, wind, and clouds while participating in physical activities that promoted teamwork and fun. Students with outstanding participation and commitment to outdoor learning earned cash prizes for their schools. The 2025 gold medal and $5,000 went to Rangeley Lakes Regional School in Franklin County. Silver medal and $3,000 went to Lemoyne Middle School in Hancock County. The Community Regional Charter School in Somerset County took home the bronze and $1,500. The executive director of Winter Kids says the program is really a celebration of Maine's winter season and the power of outdoor learning. And I think we all can attest to the power of outdoor learning. Well, Valentine's Day is, of course, meant to be a celebration of love and relationships, but for some, it can mean a lot of pressure. Well, psychologists say the expectations surrounding the holiday can cause anxiety for many, especially those who are single, going through relationship challenges, or struggling with dating in general. Dr. David Prescott, a psychologist at Northern Light Acadia Hospital, says the best way to handle the pressure is to tune out the noise and focus on what feels right for you.
I really try to ask them to tune into what they believe, what they want to do or to say or to make the holiday, and really try to get all of the noise out of their head, be it another person's expectations or the larger social expectations.
He says spending time with friends, practicing self-care, or just ignoring the holiday altogether can all help manage stress and make the day more enjoyable for you. Buy yourself some chocolate and flowers. Why not? Alrighty, well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care and have a great rest of your night. And for more local news, join us over on Fox 22 News at 6:30.
Tonight, as families struggle with rising prices, the fears of a global trade war.
With her, or I have not even seen my grandchild.
Okay, judging for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. We're done. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is an excuse. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
and on the next Judge Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
I initially called them because I can't make the payment. I have my own car payment to make.
I was shocked. I didn't know what happened. I knew it couldn't have been Kia because, like I said, I made a payment arrangement.
And being that I couldn't find anyone to take over the payments, I thought the best decision for me
And when she called me saying that they was going to repossess the car, I knew that was a lie. She just didn't want me to have it.
would be to call them and to have the car repoed.
She started this. It could have went a different way. It's not what was done, it's how we went about doing it.
Well, I took it however I could and when I could. So if that's the way I had to do it, then yes.
It's whatever. As long as she got the money, she can take care of it, clear her name with the car. I'm done.
Well, I'm hoping that this will at least give us an opportunity to reconcile.
I just want our bond to get back better. Like, I felt like I lost my best friend. Like, this was not worth me losing my relationship with her.
So that I can see my granddaughter and so that I can be in the lives of my daughter and my granddaughter.
This is Fox 22 News Tonight.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Beth Jones. First, a Winthrop woman will spend 2 years in jail for a wrong-way crash on the interstate that seriously injured another person. State police say 45-year-old Sarah Lincoln entered the interstate the wrong way in June of 2023. They say she passed several do not enter signs before getting into a head-on crash with a vehicle driven by 18-year-old Julia Cronstrand of Litchfield. Cronstrand had just graduated from high school, and in court, she said she was left fighting for her life.
This past year and a half has been the most difficult time I have ever had to endure. I spent several weeks doing rehabilitation in the hospital, learning to gain back my independence. I felt like a toddler who couldn't do anything by themselves.